take a look at what happened last week on Philosopher Survivor. Kierkegaard didn't have what it took to complete the challenges in time and fell into the pit of despair. And Hegel fell prey to the slaughter bench of alliances.
We're never gonna vote you out.
Trust us. You can count on us. You're safe this round. We have an alliance.
No, thank you. Yeah, we're voting you out.
Welcome back, Philosopher Survivor. Nearing the end of this season, and only 4 men remain. They must outwit, outplay, and outlast each other in tonight's challenges. One will go home with $1 million. Let's see what the contestants are thinking this far into the competition.
All that leap of faith doesn't cut it in the real world.
Winning this money really means a lot to me. Although, I mean, really the important thing is just getting the satisfaction out of the work.
In this first challenge, we will test the strength of our competitors' stomachs, as they each must eat a plate of these exotic jungle worms.
Ugh, the bourgeoisie is trying to impress this disgusting meal upon me. Perhaps I can follow my own system when it comes to food. At that point, I really just wanted to alienate the food from my body. Here, why don't you have some?
Oh, no.
No, seriously, I don't want to monopolize the intake of food, guys. I'll take a little bit and spread it around so everyone has equal. Take it back.
I'm receiving the sensory impression that these are unappetizing worms. But since my sensory impressions are totally flawed,
if these worms were true, and God exists and he's not a deceiver, then he would not make me eat these worms. Therefore, these worms are not true.
It looks like Descartes' taking quite a unique perspective on this challenge. We'll see if this rationale will be able to pull him through to the next round.
I'm using my sense perception to process the reality of the worms. But I am also using my a priori to understand the context of the situation. The worm is just a lesser type of creature, lower on the food chain than I, and I must eat the worms to continue in this competition. But my sense perceptions are telling me that worms fill me with disgust. I can't do it!
A message from our sponsors.
Are you tired of gyrating your hips for no reason? Well, now there's a solution. Try the new product, Hula Hoops.
Endorsed by the master of circular logic himself, René Descartes. You should buy one because I said so. Because you should buy one.
Je suis René Descartes, and I approve this message.
No! I must eat it to survive.
Let's take a look at the standings for the first round. In last place, we have René Descartes, who despite fully conceptualizing the worms, was unable to eat a single one.
Sacre bleu.
Therefore is awarded 0 points. Moving along, we have Karl Marx in third place, who was able to stomach a worm, but then tried to pass off the rest of them to his fellow competitors. 100 points. And finally, tied for first place, we have Hume and Kant, both of whom were able to down the entire plate of worms. Congratulations.
I can't imagine surviving another test like that. Hopefully my good score will pull me through to the next round.
None of those people that came before me did anything right.
The philosophers have successfully survived deadly alliances, withstood sadistic tricks, and overcome many obstacles. Let's see how they fare in the next challenge.
In this final challenge, our contestants must utilize these wooden blocks and build a freestanding structure. They'll be judged based on their creativity, as well as the complexity of their creation.
When I heard about this challenge, I was very excited because it was a creative one, and naturally, I'm a very creative person.
So Carl, tell me about what you're building.
Well, at first I was going to have different parts at multiple levels to make the structure taller. But then I realized that if you have parts with different places in the class, they're going to start to have conflict between them because of their differences. So I put them in their ultimate state, which is all in the same class, so that they can all work in harmony together, just like a communist.
I see. About what you're building.
Well, as you can see, I've surrounded myself with 12 pillars, which represent 12 a priori, which we use to understand and process our sensory perception.
So Renee, tell me a little bit about your building.
Well, first I started with this piece, and then I gave purpose to 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 this piece.
Okay, I think I see your circular logic here. It appears that David Hume has chosen not to build a structure. I wonder where he is.
You should have worn my contacts today. Man, it's so hard to concentrate and feel around. Why is there so much conflict?
When I saw my peers building structures representing false ideas, I just had to wreck them. I mean, I was born with it. I couldn't just let them make these fallacious philosophies. I can't do it!
In our final challenge, Kant, Hume, and Descartes had no structure to show for their work. Only Karl Marx's totally flat philosophical structure survived the empiricist wrecking ball, granting him 700 points and making him the winner, a philosopher survivor. Congratulations.
When I started this competition, I was at the lower levels of society, and so I believe that everybody should be brought to the same level. But now that I'm up here as a winner, I've decided I kind of like it, and that, you know, we really shouldn't all be on the same level. You know, we should all
And this concludes this year's exciting season of Philosopher Survivor.